Hi guys, it's Johann and welcome to today's free training session. And today's training is all about how to stop living an average life. And I'm going to share with you 6 traits average people with average mindsets have. And then we're going to talk about how to unlock yourself from being average. So guys, we are uploading this onto Clubhouse Live at the moment. We've got 41 people registered. So thank you very much on everyone who's listening to this on Clubhouse. And we are going to be uploading this onto YouTube as well. So if you are seeing this on YouTube, if you can like, subscribe, and leave me a comment below, I'll be truly, truly appreciative. And your support helps this channel grow as well. So guys, firstly, what does an average life mean? And you know, guys, I just want to be honest, there's nothing bad about living an average life at all. And I think, you know, it's a great way to live if you just want to pay your bills and get by. I've got nothing against that on a personal basis. But for me, guys, I'm always looking for achieving more so I can give the best experiences both to myself and to my family as well. And the one thing I do have a problem with, guys, is people who have ambitions and dreams but are too lazy or too fearful to chase those goals. And unfortunately, they live a world on autopilot. And that's what basically an average life means. They live a scattered life. They wake up in the morning. They do the same things every day. There's no real real routine where they're aiming for success, but they're doing things on autopilot. So basically, they react to their day rather than being diligent with their day. And I hope that makes sense as well. And there's nothing sadder to see, guys, than someone waking up, doing the same thing every day, without having to worry or think about it, because unfortunately time does go by, and it doesn't matter how much money or not money you have, time does not treat us differently. It treats us all the same, and time just actually flies as well. And guys, why do I love doing these free training videos? Because I love helping people change their lives, because I've been fortunate enough to have massive change in my life with people who have helped me as well. So I hope that makes sense. So guys, how do we identify as a person who might have an average mindset? So what I've done, guys, is I've been doing a lot of research on this in the last couple of years. And there are 2 people out there who have basically inspired me not to be average. And one of them is Ed Milet, and the other one is Bedros Keuilian. You know, Google them, look them up on Instagram and YouTube. Amazing people. They've got some great books as well that I read on an annual basis as well, and my life has completely changed. And just to give you some clarity, I believe that our minds should upgrade like a PC, right? So in my 20s, I always say that my mind was like a version 1, version 2 in my early 30s, and now in my late 30s, I'm on version 3. But my version 3 is probably the most growth mindset and abundant mindset I've ever had. And I believe I'm at version 3.0. And I believe by mid-year, I'm going to be about 3.1. And I'm always looking to learn and be more confident and be more happy in the process. So guys, what are the 6 signs that you might be having or living on an average mindset or life? Okay. And guys, if you are getting offended or anything like that, that means I am doing my job, because my friends, I just want us to live a better life and not live average. So number 1, you wake up with no gratitude, or you lack gratitude in your life. So basically, you know, the first thing that you do is you wake up, you complain about your life. You complain that you have to go to work. And then when you're at work, you complain. Then when you're at home, you complain that, you know, your family's taking up your time. If you're living this mindset, guys, absolutely change it. And it's the most easiest thing to do. Just wake up and say, thank you, God, or thank you, Lord, or thank you, universe, whatever you believe in. And then before you go to bed, guys, say thank you as well. It's as simple as that. And how I practice gratitude is through meditation. I'm a big Christian, so when I go to church, I'm always on my knees on a Sunday, and I'm praying to God and thank you for basically saying thank you for everything that He has provided in my life. If you're someone who loves to gossip and spread shit about people, you're living a very average life. I do not like or promote talking bad about people. If I have something negative to say to someone, I'm man enough to contact that person directly. And if you're not man enough or woman enough to contact a person directly and you feel that you need a gossip to get the message spread, then you're living an average life. And guys, average is not just having money or no money, it's about having a particular mindset. So keep that in mind. The third point is someone who has a victim mindset. I believe people who always say things happen to me, living a victim mindset, are living an average life. Guess what, guys? Everyone experiences challenging and bad times. So if you are in a bad relationship, bad money position, bad work position, it is not the external environment that is the problem. Unfortunately, it is you. So the only way you can change that is by being accountable. And I know and I've met some people who have went through some very hard, dark times, and they still refuse to be the victim. And in fact, they seek inspiration and aspiration rather than victimization. The fourth one is lack of discipline and accountability. And I think this is something that I used to lack myself. So this year, guys, I should say late last year, I started waking up at 5 a.m. and I'm at gym at 5:15 in the morning. And if you know me quite well, guys, I hate waking up in the morning, but guess what, guys? It gives me an edge. And when I wake up 2 hours than what normal people do, if I'm already training, I'm already ahead of the game and I've got some wins. So create some disciplines within your life. And you can create disciplines within your financial, relationship situations, whatever it may be. And just to make it more clearly, I basically have to go on a date once or twice a week with my wife. Unnegotiable. We have to go out on a couple of dates and enjoy having some great time together. The fifth one, and again, this is something that I've been working on for a long time as well, is limiting belief systems. Unfortunately, this has been set through the environments that we grew up in. So one of my limiting belief system is I could only create a certain amount of wealth. And now that I've achieved it, I've actually said to myself, I'm going to test myself and push myself to another level. So I've sought mentorship, to be honest with you guys. I'm doing a lot of reading. I'm really focusing and sharpening that axe. And my goal, guys, is to build up a large property portfolio. And I'm not going to listen to the news or anyone says that it's very hard to do so in this current market, because I believe it is achievable, guys. So if you've got a limiting belief system and mindset, you need to change it, or else you are living an average mindset as well. And how do you determine if you have a limiting belief system? Is if you're comparing yourself to the average. So if you're, example, on $80,000 or $90,000 a year, and you go on the internet and you type in what is the average Australian or American earning, you'll automatically have an average mindset. What you should be doing, guys, is looking at what the 1 or top 5% people earn. How do the 1 or top 5% people feel? How are the most people happy? Look at all the successes. Don't just look at the average, guys. You've got to think bigger than that. The sixth one and the most important thing is being emotional reactive. And this is one of the biggest things that I help actually people in terms of mindset coaching, guys, is unfortunately, and I used to be like this too, guys, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite. We react on the things that happen to us at that time. So rather than thinking things clearly, maybe being a bit patient, we react straight away. So what I mean by that is, have you had a bad thing happen to you in the morning and then suddenly your whole day is destroyed? Well, guys, that is not the way to live. The way you've got to live, guys, is when something bad happens to you, have a break, have a breather, and make sure that you have a plan of attack in all areas of your life as well. So you're saying, hey, Johann, this is great. I know I've got an average mindset. Now what? And if you've said that, great question. You're already on the path to change. So next is, how do we change? Number one is we surround ourselves with better people. So how do I do that? I've networked with some very successful people in the property and share industry so I can learn and evaluate these things more. I associate with people who are successful in sales and marketing so I can become better at that too. And also I surround myself with the people at my church so I can become more humble, more abundant, and get more closer to my faith. So it's a very simple thing. And guys, if you're hanging around with the same people, and you're not changing, well, that is the problem. You've got to change your environment in order to change as a person. Number two, something I think that is very underrated in today's society, we have to become jacked both physically and mentally. And what I mean by that, guys, is basically you want to be fit both mentally and physically as well. Number 3, read. I read about 1 book a month, and I'm not talking about fantasy books or anything like that, or books on Harry Potter or anything like that. I'm talking about business books. I'm talking about property books. I'm talking about motivation books. I'm talking about biographies and learning some cool stuff. I've already read 2 books this year. So if you want to know what books I've read, just reach out to me via email or leave a comment on below if you are watching this on YouTube as well. Number 4, create massive discipline in your life. It's very, very, very simple. Number 5, think effing bigger. Don't just think small in your life. Think bigger, but combine everything you're doing. A lot of people can't think big because they've got too many different projects on the go. Your mind can only work on 1 or 2 things at one time. So what I recommend, guys, is before you jump onto 10 million different things, is get good at one thing. And then once you get good at it, create systems and businesses around that, then move on to something else. And this is only something I've recently learned, guys, as well. I've really, really learned to think big because I've been able to outsource a lot of the things that I haven't wanted to do myself. Number 6, take a massive action, guys. You can read all the books, you can listen to this, you can do all the training you like. But if you're not willing to take action and pull the trigger, you're going to remain the same. And again, number 7, I'm going to say thank you again. I'd love to thank Bedros Keuilian and Ed Milet for providing great content and value to myself as well. And I've learned a lot. And I guess I wouldn't be doing this free training if I haven't had the courage or the confidence. And my confidence was installed and instilled by these guys as well. So today, guys, that's all we're doing for today's training. So thank you very much for tuning in. And I hope you have a massive week ahead. And if you need anything, let me know. And if you want to see how I can help you in terms of my coaching, please book in a free 15-minute call. I'm going to leave my Calendly invite app below. And if you've got any questions, just reach out. And guys, thank you very much on Clubhouse to those who have attended today. Thank you so much again. And we are looking forward to doing another training next week. So thank you guys checking out. Have a great week and speak soon. Take care.